the video is just a quick snapshot, just to where we are now, right? So at Plug and Play, we call ourselves the world's largest innovation platform. And as you've seen with the numbers, it's always attested by our activities, whether as a VC, as a startup accelerator, or a corporate innovation platform. So which also leads me, right? So at least those three main activities are the very anchor of what we do at Plug and Play. So we are an early stage VC. We invest in about 2,000 startups, give or take, every year. We also are we are also one of the most active accelerators in the world, as ranked by PitchBook last year, and a couple more over the past few years as well, where we accelerated at least about 2,700 startups last year alone, and we're always growing that number every year. And lastly, our corporate and government innovation platform, where we are now working with about 620 plus corporates globally and about 50 plus government institutions worldwide as well. So, over the past couple of years, we had come to this understanding of, working with different corporations, that each corporation or each of our partners would be different in their innovation journeys, right? They would have different mandates, they would have, they would have different perspectives, or at least different priorities, right? And that's why we have, designed our platform to adjust and to cater to wherever you are at every stage of your innovation journey. So whether that's you becoming a venture building, whether your mandate is in venture building or investing or really just working with startups, we can supplement and further strengthen your capabilities as an organization to be in this space. Next, of course, our global footprint. So when we say we are the world's largest, we're also the most active with our footprint globally. So we're now present in about 60 plus locations worldwide in about 20 cities, have grown to about 700 plus strong workforce. About, give or take, 250 to 280 are based in our Asia Pacific offices. So these are just a quick snapshot, or at least summary of the key metrics of Plug and Play. Later on, I'll have a different slide as well, just depicting our activities since our inception. Next, as I mentioned, we are a venture capital firm, and this is our bread and butter. So we've invested in about 2,000 plus startups, and 30 plus of them have gone unicorn, where about $12 billion of funding have been raised by our portfolio companies. So I'm kind of excited for our December all hands to also discover the new updates and progress of our portfolio companies that we've been investing in for the past couple of years. So a couple of them you may be familiar with, like with the likes of PayPal, N26, Dropbox, and our newest unicorn last year is Einride, which is from Europe. So this is a very interesting startup. If you have time, please feel free to take a look at their website. They're doing some revolutionary things in the supply chain industry. And lastly, as I've mentioned earlier, we are the world's largest innovation platform, and that's also backed by our capability in meeting and sourcing startups. So every year, we see about 15,000 startups coming from different avenues, whether that's through universities, whether that's through inbound applications, and of course, the VC network that we've managed and that we have grown in each of the locations we're present in. So to date, we have about 80,000 plus startups in our database. So these are just a couple of our key numbers that was already showed in the video. And just diving deeper towards our activities here in Asia Pacific. So we're present in about 8 locations, headquartered in Singapore. So we've now grown into multiple locations in Southeast Asia as well, Kuala Lumpur being our latest location here in the region. And the collaboration is through with their government, as well as a couple of top-tier companies within Malaysia as well. And maybe a couple of you are also like wondering, right? What is this showcase about? Or at least what this entire segment actually really means for the entire message and mission of the Philippine Startup Week, right? So I've prepared a script, so I know what to say. Right. So, okay. So for this afternoon session, our real motivation is to really further strengthen and future-proof our IT BPM industry. Right. So as you can see, these are very key. These are very important numbers to really date and really show how big this industry is with respect to its contribution to our economy. So currently, it's driving about $36 billion worth of revenue with an ambition of growing this industry to hire about 2.5 million Filipinos by 2028. Currently, if I'm not mistaken, depending on the source or the article that you're looking at, we're currently at 1.3 or 1.5 million Filipinos employed at present. And this number obviously contributes to about close to 10% of our country's GDP. And so our mission and objective is for us to create an IP-based economy over and beyond this industry and leverage our strengths to further enhance the available technologies that we can to bring here in the Philippines and future-proof this industry. At the end of the day, this industry is a service industry, right? Making it prone to technology disruptions, pricing, and competition. If I'm not mistaken, I think majority of you already know how AI is impacting, multiple industries, IT BPM being one of those. You've seen a couple of articles published online about how a couple of seats are already affected in India, and also putting Philippines in the spotlight as well, being at least the second world largest in this specific sector. So that said, in partnership with the Department of Trade and Industry, Plug and Play has put together this startup showcase featuring local and international startups in the IT BPM industry. So we started with a pool of 500 local and international tech startups who could impact the IT BPM industry, further narrowing down this pool through focus areas such as artificial intelligence, HR, process automation, data and insights, and operations. So with this, we were able to bring down the list of 500 to 12 exciting startups from both local and international. And with that, let's kick off with our showcase. So as I've mentioned, we have 12 startups pitching today, both in person and virtually. Some of them have flown to Manila just to present and pitch to you today. So after every pitch, if you'd like to connect with the startup that just presented, simply have your phones ready to scan the QR code that will be displayed on the screen. And don't worry, so after the event, if you miss any of the QR codes, please feel free to approach me or any of the Plug and Play team in the audience as well. We'll be happy to facilitate the connection. All right, so for the startup pitches, let's kick it off with Wiz AI. So powered by AI large language models, Wiz AI is designed to empower customer interactions and employee experiences featuring human-like virtual agents, seamless human-bot synergy, and enterprise-ready generative AI applications, providing everything needed for scalable AI implementation. Today, we have JT, their Enterprise Solutions Head, to share more. JT, please.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Hi, good afternoon. Anyone from the audience who handles data analytics or data scientist or product owner? Yeah, I see a few hands. So, welcome to PH Startup Week. So, first of all, I would like to introduce our company. So, we are Wiz AI. We are headquartered in Singapore. So, we provide omnichannel communications for chat, for voice, and also for emails and SMS. We are powered by generative AI and large language model. So currently, we support different languages. It ranges from English and also Southeast Asian language. So it includes American English, New Zealand English. And in Southeast Asia, we support Singlish, Bahasa Indonesia, Malay, Vietnamese, and of course, our very own Tagalog and Taglish. So we are also multilingual. We support in one conversation both Singlish and Mandarin, and of course, English and Chinese. So we have 11 proprietary patents worldwide in terms of artificial intelligence and LLM. And then we already process more than 10 million of interactions automated per hour. Our talkbot speaks and listens like a local. So it's like a local conversation. So I think you heard some bots already calling you, asking for payment, etc. So we're not that bot. So we are trusted by the largest industry partners. So it includes banks, insurance, fintech, e-commerce, telco, and public service. So I think the one most familiar with you is the largest fintech here in the Philippines. And I think today is 11/11, right? So you're quite familiar with Lazada and Shopee as well. So they are our respective clients. So let me showcase with you one of our bot, which is localized with the largest motor company here in the Philippines. So here you go.
Good day. This is Pia, an intelligent assistant from Tumawag kami to remind about your payment for your motor car insurance premium. May I confirm if ito po si Vanessa? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the confirmation. Before we start, please be informed that this call is recorded for quality and security purposes. Remind ko lang po kayo that your motor car insurance premium with policy number ending with amounting to 12,947 pesos and 67 centavos will be due on August 8. Nakakapagbayad po ba kayo on or before due date? When is the due date, ma'am? Total annual premium due is 12,947 pesos and 67 centavos and will be due on August 8. Mababayaran niyo na po ba ang inyong account? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Noted po on this. If may concerns pa po kayo, please don't hesitate to get in touch with your dedicated financial partner. Thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye. Okay, thank you.
All right, there you go. So that's one of our talkbot conversing to a local customer. So what is unique about our solution is that we offer real-time monitoring on transcripts and interaction. So we provide accuracy in tagging, and also we provide playback of transcript 100%. So we record every conversation and transcribe it. So we also provide solutions that help clients make more informed decisions in terms of clients' emotive, behavioral, and analytics. And also we provide historical records in real time. So we are proud to introduce our newest product. It's called AI Self. It's simple, economical, leading, and fast. It can launch in 3 to 5 days with less integration. So we cover different industry use cases as well. The ones we mentioned in the presentation also. And we are also an AI communications provider which leverage in bespoke Gen AI solutions. We have deep industry domain expertise in terms of LLM, and we also localize in terms of Tagalog and Taglish capabilities. We are also secured in terms of IT data security. We are ISO certified. And we also support in-country and also local expertise here in the Philippines. So we have a local office. If you want to reach out, you can scan the QR code or you can visit our booth tomorrow. We are here tomorrow. So I think that would be on our end. Thank you.
Thank you, JT, for joining us today. Galing, no? So for those of you who would like to get connected, please use this time to scan the QR code on the screen. Up next, we have Parloa. Parloa offers AI-based real-time translation for phone calls, enabling their clients customer service representatives to speak any language. That means every agent can serve every customer, breaking down long-standing language barriers. Showing us the power of their AI, we present Parloa.
Welcome to Kronos Jet. My name is Christy, your personal AI agent. How can I help you today?
Hi, yeah, I'm in Berlin and I'm interested in booking a flight. Can you help me out? I don't know yet where to fly though. It's my birthday and I want to do something spontaneous. Do you have any recommendations?
Happy birthday. That's great. And yes, I can help you with that. For a special treat, I recommend destinations like Paris for its romance, New York for its vibrant city life, or Santorini for a relaxing beach getaway. Which one sounds good to you?
Yeah, I work in New York sometimes, so for me that's more of a work destination. Let's go for Paris because I'm also taking my girlfriend, so romantic sounds good.
Paris sounds like a wonderful choice, especially for a romantic getaway with your girlfriend. Could you please tell me on which day you'd like to depart?
Oh, oops, sorry, I missed that. My dog just distracted me. Could you summarize that again real quickly?
Sure thing. You chose Paris. What day would you like to depart?
I don't care if it's Saturday or Sunday next week, and I only want direct flights. Can you propose something?
Let me check on available flights for you. I found a direct flight for you. It departs from Berlin-Brandenburg Airport on Saturday, July 6th at 6:30 a.m. and arrives at Paris-Orly Airport at 8:25 a.m. The flight duration is 1 hour and 55 minutes, and the price is 315 euros for 2 passengers in economy class. Does this flight work for you?
Yeah, Saturday works fine. And I'd also like to book a return flight, say 5 days later.
Okay, let's find a return flight as well. I found a good flight. It departs from Paris-Orly Airport on Thursday, July 11th at 9:20 p.m. and arrives at Berlin-Brandenburg Airport at 11:10 p.m. The flight duration is 1 hour and 50 minutes, and the price is 311 euros for 2 passengers in economy class. The total price for both flights is 626 euros. Does this return flight work for you?
By both flights, do you mean the round trip for 2 people or just the 2 seats on the return flight?
The total price of 626 euros covers 2 seats to Paris and 2 seats returning to Berlin. So the entire trip. Is that okay?
Yes. And can we bring our new puppy on the flight too?
Let me check the pet policy for you. Yes, you can bring your puppy in the cabin as long as it weighs less than 8 kilograms, including the transport container. Now, to finalize the booking for you and your girlfriend, since I already matched your phone number with your account, could you please provide your Kronos PIN number for authentication purposes?
Yeah, of course. Is it my phone number 0123-867-5309?
Sorry, I only need your Kronos PIN. It's a 4-digit number.
Okay, sorry. Then it's 12. No. Is it 1354?
Yes, that's correct. Thank you. Your booking is now confirmed for 2 passengers from Berlin to Paris on July 6th and returning on July 11th. The total price is 626 euros, and your stored credit card has been used for payment. You'll receive an email confirmation shortly. Would you like to receive an SMS confirmation as well at the phone number you have on file?
Yes, please.
The SMS has been sent. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope, that's it. It was super easy. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful trip, and if you need any further assistance, feel free to reach out and I'll be happy to help. Enjoy your birthday celebrations in Paris.
Again, that was Parloa. Unfortunately, they're not able to make it because they're based in the US. But if you wish to connect with them, please feel free to scan the QR code. So that was just a real-time demo, showcasing how their technology allows seamless conversations that enhance customer support experiences, bridge communication gaps, and allow for real-time transactions within the phone call. So moving on, still in the realm of AI, but with a different and unique application, we have Insight Genie. So Insight Genie's technology combines cutting-edge artificial intelligence, machine learning, and behavioral sciences to provide actionable customer insights and profiles, access a person's job performance, risk, and even health and wellness. See how you can work with them thanks to their Chief Business Development Officer who joined us today, Vincent. So fun fact, Vincent has been flying here and there and everywhere, and now he's here in Manila. So Vincent, please.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Just click, I'm not a robot, just checking, I'm a real life person. I was told I have 30 minutes, right, for a presentation? No, not 30 minutes, an hour. Hi, my name is Vincent. I'm one of the co-founders of Insight Genie. We are a HSBC-backed predictive AI company. And simply put, we use AI to read humans. And I want to talk a little bit about humans because everyone was talking about robots just now. I'm not a robot. I'm a real-life human, and I want to show you how we can use AI to read humans in order to help the BPO industry do better. Now, we've all talked about Gen AI. I think a couple of them gave presentations on Gen AI, but what about predictive AI? What if I can tell you that with voice analytics, with psychometric profiling, and with behavioral analytics, we can make the BPO industry better so that we can preserve jobs for humans because we move them up the value chain. Right, so 3 problems that our technology can solve, and all of them is about the human. First of all, we want to prevent AI from taking over our BPO jobs. We want to reduce BPO churn. And lastly, we want to improve BPO employee wellness. And how can our technology help that? Let's talk about the first one, the AI taking over BPO jobs. Right, so what is going to disappear with AI? Right, when you heard all those robots just now, what's going to disappear? All those things that don't really require a lot of input, don't really require a lot of thinking. All these things are going to disappear, unfortunately, because the robots are cheaper and easier to deploy. How do we move our BPO industry up? How do we move the BPO industry up the value chain? That is by understanding the person you're talking to better to deliver what we call human insights. We use voice analysis. We understand the person that is talking to you so that your BPO officer or the worker that is working in your BPO office gets real-time live sentiment analysis, live insights in order for them to not just do lead generation, not just answer calls, but to sell, to move up the value chain so that they retain their jobs and remain relevant in an AI world. Right? We can build a centralized federated data hub to build BPO API in order to reduce hallucination, something that LLMs are prone to today. The second problem, and I think if any of you run BPO centers here today, will probably face is BPO churn. How do you keep the employees? Let's face it, it takes a certain type of person to work long-term in a BPO center. You all agree? Any of you agree, right? I see some heads nodding. It takes a certain type of person to, how can you identify such a person? Well, we can. We can simply by listening to the voice of the person. Our AI reads the voice of a person. What we do is we read the prosodic wave patterns of the voice. We extract a psychometric and a psychological profile of a person and create a 32 vector psychometric profile that correctly identifies the right type of person that can work long-term in a BPO center and thus help to reduce churn. Using the same technology, we can analyze distress by understanding, by looking at the voice of your BPO workers. Again, through prosodic voice analysis, we are able to identify distress like depression, like anxiety, things that for you to help your BPO workers better. Our team has a unique blend of expertise in behavioral science and AI. Hayek, our CEO, he's a nuclear physicist. He has additional degrees in behavioral science, neuroeconomics, as well as gamification from Stanford. Iktai is our CTO. He's an AI expert as well as an intelligence expert. Myself, I'm here because you don't really want to talk to the nuclear physicist. Paul, our chief of staff, worked for a bank for 35 years before retiring and joining us. You want to reach out to us? We are a pretty new company, formed in 2022. Our main expertise is in artificial intelligence, behavioral science, as well as alternate data utilization. So, my ask to everyone here today, I love to work on your humans. If you would love to find out a little bit more about the staff that you hire, the staff that you and bring them up the value chain, please start a POC with us. Our colleague here, Kiara, he's based in Philippines, and we're more than happy to take this forward. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vincent, for joining us and traveling to Manila. So for those of you who would like to connect it, please use this time to scan the QR code on the screen. Vincent, are you going to be here for the rest of the week? Okay, he'll be here tomorrow. And the Geeks on the Beach. Okay, see you there. I think it was during Echelon. I had the chance to experience the live demo of their product. It showed, I think, 90% health. So I'm like so proud of it, showing it to all of my friends. While Cody, who has been sleepless that entire night, the night prior, really showed kind of like very poor results. So we can really attest to the results of Insight Genie. Okay, so what is the IT BPO industry if not for its people, right? As Vincent has mentioned. So join us as we hear from the next few startups sharing their innovative ways of empowering talent and strengthening hiring initiatives. So next one is someone you may know as he's been active in the Philippine startup scene. So for companies hiring in high volume, TechPush offers technology to automate the mundane part of recruiting while making sure hybrid man-machine workflows are supported to deliver the best candidate experience. TalkPush is a global provider that lets customer adapt the candidate journey to local digital behaviors and languages to give them a competitive edge in the local war for talent. Pitching for us today, we have Max.
Hello, I'm Max Armbruster. I'm the founder and CEO of TalkPush. TalkPush is a recruitment automation platform which has been around for a while. We still behave and act like a startup, but we're already 10 years old. And what we do is we help make recruitment much faster, particularly in high volume environment. We're solving for three problems that are currently in the market. Problem number one is that the big recruitment software, the ones that are used by the big companies, are not designed for high volume. So they don't allow you to do things like re-engage with large pools of talent and send messages to thousands of candidates. which is something that we support at TalkPush. Another problem is they don't really localize. And so in the Philippines, for example, candidates prefer to talk on Messenger and on Viber, and most recruitment software don't allow for that, which means the recruiters have to end up spending hours on the phone, calling candidates, chasing them, and it's very ineffective. A third problem is the good candidates in a competitive talent market, they don't wait around for jobs. So if you have a bottleneck in the process, like I couldn't get a hold of a candidate, or I can't get a hold of the hiring manager, or I can't get the candidates to finish the assessments on time, you end up with a very poor conversion rates, with only a very small portion of the qualified candidates being considered for hire. Our solution is we've built automation around that, which means that the vast majority of the candidates, and we process 6 million applications a year, the vast majority of those are decided on automatically in real time. Candidates get an immediate answer. So our vision is to condense all the recruitment process in one day. And that vision has already been executed on with a number of customers. Not everybody managed to get quite there, but everybody's on board and making things faster, because candidates want things to go faster too. These are the industries that are most receptive to our message. And in the Philippines, of course, we are well established in the BPO world, although happy to sign some new customers. But just to show you some of the companies that we work with in the BPO sector, those include many of the IBPAP and CCAP members, such as Concentrix, Genpact, Icor, Taskus, Alorica, and a few others, and Accenture. and so some of the biggest employers in the country are ready for automating their recruitment. We're seeing rapid growth in the retail segment at the moment. In the Philippines, we already work with McDonald's, with Alphamart, to name a couple of local references. And there's a lot of interest in the Philippines to do more, because we have built a conversational AI which really localizes and can speak in Tagalog, in Cebuano, in all the dialects, so as to make the experience friendlier for all candidates all over the country. We're seeing rapid traction. Our revenue is growing. We've reached profitability. And as you can see, our base of active users is rapidly increasing. This timeline is over the last 5 years. And you can see in the last 4 months, we're seeing a rapid increase. We can show more traction stats if you're interested. One of the most exciting things that we have to offer today is a new technology, which is using voice AI and generative AI to interview candidates over the phone. It would take me 10 minutes to give you a demo of this technology. I've demoed it to all of our clients and a lot of influencers and some of the people that you see on this slide, giving us really, really good feedback. This technology is ready for prime time. We're building the infrastructure so that Sam can start making calls, not with a few hundred calls, a few hundred candidates, as it has been in recent weeks, but with thousands of candidates every day. We're building the infrastructure. We're building the go-to-market and the marketing machine to make Sam the beast that it can be and take over recruitment for the masses. So what we're looking for is partners that will help us accelerate this growth in new markets. So Indonesia, Thailand, and some investors who are excited about a vision where AI can run the interviews end to end, and where voice AI and generative AI can deliver a better candidate experience.
Right, so that was Mark, all the way from Dublin, Ireland. Again, if you would like to get connected, please use this time to scan the QR code on the screen. Okay, continuing on with this theme, we have Talent Hero. Talent Hero is a global talent acquisition platform that enables companies to hire anyone in the world through their vetted network of recruiters and partner agencies. Over a variety of verticals they cover, BPO is one of them. So without further ado, calling on to the stage, Oliver Lewis. Oliver, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ollie Lewis. I'm a CEO and founder of Talent Hero. We are a HR tech platform servicing the IT, BPO, recruitment, and tech industry, providing them an end-to-end solution. the current problem the world's facing at the moment. Australia has the third highest minimum salary in the world. Japan ranked number one country in the global shortage supply chain. America has one of the highest average salaries in the world. For anyone to expand or do business in these countries, it's almost near impossible to find the talent. And that's why a lot of people are now outsourcing to the Philippines, but also across the region. During the COVID pandemic, our EOR aggregators did well because you couldn't leave your room. However, once the world opened up and companies wanted to expand, they wanted to bring back their workers into the office space and other things. We found that they couldn't find the talent as quick as us. They were too expensive, and also they were non-compliant. Market opportunity, 84% of the global outsourcing business comes from the US. 300,000 jobs are created from the US on a yearly basis. $290 billion industry in 2023, expected to grow to over $600 billion by 2032. Our solution is to offer end-to-end service to any client out there looking to outsource, not just in the Philippines, we're also in Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, and just entered Indonesia last week. If you can't find the people yourself, we can hire them for you through our dedicated team using our platform and also AI technology. If you're looking to house the people as well, as you can imagine, hiring someone remote in the Philippines, sometimes not an ideal solution. We also have office space around the country, but also in the region, such as Vietnam, Thailand, and Malaysia. In terms of payment, we can also use our payroll solution. We're also agnostic, so if you want to use people like Sprouts, Payroll Hero, etc., we don't mind as long as you're using our platform. In terms of equipment, we have partners like Shoppable who can deliver equipment the next day to anyone in the country. What our platform does for you, for the client and also the candidate, everything's automated, everything's on our applicant tracking system, and everything's stored. So these are some of our services: employer record, recruitment, desk and office space, computer equipment, ATS, talent pay, and we're about to release a job board as well. So this is what we built. As you can see, it's pretty easy to use. Clients and employees can use this, whether you're expanding your team, whether you're looking for office space or you need equipment. Our platform has all the capabilities. So imagine this is your workforce. You have 25, let's say, Filipinos working for you. You can check, this is your roster. You can check what they're doing, their time in, time out, how much you're going to have to pay them. Look at the timesheet, invoices, and also you can pay the people via our platform as well. Since July the 1st, 2023, we are now over 800 EOR candidates. We're operational in the Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Over 105 clients, 60% of our revenue comes from the US, 44% client referrals, and 22% crossed over from competitors. And this is our growth plan for the next 3 years to 4 years by multiplying by 3 times 4 per year. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for your presentation, Ollie. So flashing the QR code on the screen for those of you who would like to get connected with Talent Hero. Another startup focused on talent, but with the edge of data and analytics, we have Better Team. Better Team is a predictive analytics tool that collects and analyzes employee feedback and data to help organizations predict and mitigate unwanted employee resignations. Happy to call onto stage Bo. Bo, take it away.
All right. Good afternoon. My name is Bo, and I am the founder and CEO of Better Team. We are a team of HR and operations specialists, and we built a platform that can predict the likelihood of your employees from leaving their jobs. This basically means that before an employer receives a resignation letter, using our technology, we have already provided them insights and warnings about them, enabling them to figure out what are the things that they can do so they can potentially stop or mitigate the disruption that it may bring into their business. You'll be glad to know that the platform is now being heavily used in the Philippines, where 80% of our clients are located. We are also existing in South Korea, Thailand, and Singapore, and just recently in Malaysia. The platform is operating at an accuracy of 88% and a precision of 74%. You see, this is a very important challenge that not only the BPO sector is experiencing today. I must say that it is something that all of the organizations are facing right now. The thing is, if I'm going to go back to my experience when I used to do HR, I've realized that there's one thing that we cannot control. That's resignation. No matter how good of an employer you are, how global you are, employer resignation will always be part of the overall business operations. But now, with the introduction of artificial intelligence, a lot of organizations are using AI so they can potentially mitigate these resignation and identify in advance the potential disruption that they may bring into their overall operations or business. And this is particularly true now that we are taking in different types of workforce. We've seen the Gen Xers exiting the overall workforce. And in the next couple of years, Gen Z will become 27% of the overall IT BPM sector. This is very important for a lot of employers to realize because unwanted employee resignation in the sector, in the IT BPM sector, has been averaging for about 60% over the past 5 years. Which means that if you are an employer with 1,000 full-time employees, you are basically losing 600 employees in a year. And with replacing these employees now can be about twice of their annual salary. Replacing them can take about 72 days, and keeping up and making them productive taking about 96 days. I'm telling you, it's a very, very expensive problem. And this is just one tabulation that we have made for one of our existing clients. This client with 1,500 FTEs or full-time employees has been having 33% annual turnover rate. And when we put a dollar value to that, this client is losing over $2.2 million annually. And this is the reason why Better Team exists. Better Team is coming in as a platform that can predict who amongst these employees are thinking of leaving and providing our clients insights on what are the things that they can do so they can potentially stop these resignations from happening. The way we do it is we connect to several enterprise systems, you name it. It can be an HR system, payroll system, ERP, CRM, applicant tracking system, accounting system, productivity system. And using the already existing data from all of these systems, we plug them into our algorithm, which then delivers the prediction of an employee's likelihood of leaving. Now, if you're going to ask our clients, it's always the financials that's motivating them to subscribing to Better Team. If you're going to ask them, why are you paying Better Team? They will tell you that unwanted employee resignation has a direct impact on their P&L. And so they are willing to spend money on paying our platform just so they can save on the potential revenue that they have been losing. Since the time that we've launched, we have already delivered quantifiable value to our clients. We've seen an improvement on employee retention by 18%, productivity by 41%. And when we put a dollar value to that, that's over $20 million that we have saved our clients just in 2023 with them using the platform for 7 months. We are industry agnostics. We are heavily utilized in the call center industry in the Philippines. However, outside the country, we are heavily servicing the financial sector and the energy sector. Building this technology is a team with over 75 years of domain expertise. Myself, for example, my previous job was with JP Morgan Chase, where I was a senior HR for Asia Pacific in North America. Overall, we have over 75 years of combined domain expertise in HR, technology, data science, and operations. So if you're interested to know more, go scan the QR code and we're happy to book a time with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bo. So as always, if you'd like to get connected with Better Team, please simply scan the QR code now shown on the screen. So is everyone still feeling good? Louder? There you go. Walang kape-kape, ah. No coffee break. So we've reached the halfway point already. And I'm glad that you're also here with us. So let's move on to the final startup under this theme. So up next, we have Engage Life. So if I'm not mistaken, the founder of Engage Life is supposed to fly in to come and pitch in person, but I think his wife gave birth just very recently. So, but with that, okay, so Engage Life revolutionizes workplace wellness by offering comprehensive corporate wellness and employee engagement programs designed to support businesses in nurturing a healthier, more productive workforce. So pleased to introduce to you Paresh of Engage Life.
Hello everyone, I'm Paresh and I'm the founder and CEO of Engage Life. We are on the mission of creating a workplace where employees just don't work, but they thrive. As the saying goes, a healthier workforce is the backbone of our successful business these days. And today, I'll show you how we are transforming corporate wellness around the world. The corporate landscape here in the Philippines is facing major health and also retention challenges. High turnover rate, increase in non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, and also coupling with the high stress work culture are hurting not only the productivity, morale, and also driving medical healthcare costs up. These challenges require more than just quick fixes. They need a solution that brings lasting wellness to the workplace itself. The solution we are providing is the Engage Life platform that offers a comprehensive two-part solution to address these challenges: a HR management software and also a community wellness app as well. With our management software, HRs are able to track seamlessly on the medical data or health data that they have, manage corporate wellness programs internally, and gain valuable insight to boost the employee engagement and wellness further. Meanwhile, the app that empowers employees with personalized wellness program, expert coaching from a psychologist or nutritionist, and also the resources to manage their mental and physical health, and most importantly, challenge them to create a healthier behavioral changes. At its entirely, this is a fully integrated approach to transform wellness from a simple perk into an essential part of your company culture. The market opportunity continues to grow and is huge, with the global corporate wellness market size valued at $62.38 billion in 2023. The market projected to grow to $102 billion by the year 2032. While in the Philippines itself, revenue is expected to show an annual growth rate resulting in projected market volume of $195 million by the time 2029. These skills allows us to make significant impact both on business performance and also well-being of the workforce. Our solution covers all aspects of wellness, being number 1, physical health, number 2, mental health support, number 3, work-life integration, number 4, financial wellness, and last but not least, social wellness, where we talk about community building as well. When these components come together, they create a workplace or a workforce where employees are empowered, engaged, and supported to bring the best self to work every single day. Our impact goes beyond just health and well-being. It drives business success. We help reduce turnover by boosting employee satisfaction, increase productivity with a healthier, more energized employee, and most importantly, cut healthcare costs through preventive measures. And perhaps most importantly, we build a supportive culture where employees feel valued and invested in. Take a company as an example, a leading company in the financial insurance industry with over 800 employees. 4 years ago, they partnered with Engage Life to create an integrated corporate wellness program for their company. Their employee engagement rose from 31% to 90%, and they have reduced their stress-related absenteeism as well. Now, their workplace culture thrives on shared wellness and mutual support, proving that wellness is more than just a benefit. It's a catalyst for positive changes in the workplace. Our Engage Life platform includes wellness assessments, structured wellness e-learning for you to choose from, trackers for you to track your health and well-being, challenges to create behavior changes, personalized coaching, and exciting rewards and community engagement. All these are designed to engage employee and create a lasting wellness habit that benefit both them and also the company. In summary, we believe that wellness is the foundation of a resilient and successful workforce. Investing in wellness is no longer just a benefit, but a necessity. At Engage Life, we are making it easy for companies to prioritize their employees' well-being in a way that is impactful, sustainable, and measurable. Together, let's build a healthier future, one workplace at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Paresh. Okay, so moving on, we have startups focused on unlocking heightened levels of efficiency for the IT BPM industry, ensuring it to be future-proofed. So the next startup is actually a local startup. Maybe some of you have already met them or know them. So with that, we actually have Swarm. Unfortunately, Dex and the team won't be able to make it this afternoon. They have 3 clashing events for today, but I believe they'd be here tomorrow doing a panel as well. But for those of you who are not familiar, Swarm connects founders and corporate innovators with exceptional implementation teams for AI to run POCs, build and productize models, and build AI-powered applications. Sharing more about this company, we have Dex from Swarm.
I'm Dexter. I'm the CEO of Swarm, and Swarm is where you can hire a team of AI consultants who've worked with Fortune 500 companies. Most companies today have no choice. They're going to need to adopt some form of AI in order to remain competitive. Now, the problem is most IT departments aren't equipped to implement or build an AI solution for an organization. It requires expertise in LLMs. It requires business transformation expertise. So most companies are going to require help in order to digitize and implement AI as a part of their business processes. Now, because of this, most companies, even if they try to adopt some sort of proof of concept or experiment, fail to reach something that's deployable into production or for the benefit of the company in its operations. So this is where Swarm comes in. We have a stable of AI experts who have worked with Fortune 500 companies to design, implement, execute, and operate an AI transformation. And we've had phenomenal consultants on board on the Swarm, including the former CTO of IBM, the person who launched Ernst & Young's AI Center of Excellence, and people who've actually built products and models at companies like AWS and Amazon. Now, our teams have designed and executed AI solutions across a number of key areas that are common to most companies today, whether if it's search applications, multimodal analysis, that's video, using video, image, speech to be able to recognize, process, run inference, and actually produce interactions using multimodal methods. We've built customer service flows and chatbots, a number of document generation solutions, and built a number of things to enable product and developer teams to become supercharged using AI tooling to produce faster and to produce better quality code. So we work with companies across the entire life cycle. You to deliver it, ensure that the AI solution is meeting the KPI and business metrics where you will find an ROI on that investment, and will help transition into your own operations. And if you need help operating the solution, we can work with you as well. So again, I'm Dexter with Swarm. If you're interested in getting in touch, if you need help designing, implementing, and moving a proof of concept from an experimentation phase to a fully deployed production level solution, please get in touch. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Dexter. Again, so to connect with Swarm, please scan the QR code now visible on the screen. Okay, I think we have about 4 more startups to go. So the next startup is Bot City. So Bot City is a pure code robotic process automation platform, and their open source technology enables companies to build and manage computer vision-based bots for process automation and integration in web, desktop, Android, or legacy systems. Presenting Bot City, we have Lorhan from Brazil.
Hi, I'm Lohan Caproni. I'm Bot City co-founder and CEO. Bot City is an enterprise intelligence automation platform trusted by global teams in over 70 countries. To start, let's talk about the big issue here. Companies waste millions of dollars every year on repetitive tests. As we all know it, multiple systems, multiple tests, people doing repetitive tests every single day. And technologies like RPA, robotic process automation, helps, but the existing platforms are costly and limited. Why? The problem is like RPA low-code platforms, they promise that companies could automate processes entirely without developers. Platforms like UiPath, Automation Anywhere, and Blueprint. But the problem is when the scope of automation gets more complex to deliver better outcomes, we're talking about end-to-end process across business units, or process across internal and external ecosystems, like financial conciliation or a supplier validation process in SAP. We're not talking about products that they need coding skills, even on low-code platforms, because they are software products. They need IT experts, business analysts involved to deliver this outcome. So companies realize that they were hiring developers to work on expensive low-code platforms. So why not work with pure code? So that's when Python became the natural stack to build automations. Python has more than 500,000 libraries, more than 60 million developers. They don't have a vendor lock-in to work with open source Python, and the fastest way to work with AI. So now that we have Python to build, the question is, how can we ensure governance, control, and monitoring for these Python automations? So that's exactly what Bot City do. So we made governance easy. We empower this team from the full journey, from discovering the automation opportunities, from development tools to help companies deploy and develop these automations, like open source libraries and plugins, and our core and flagship products, the Bot City Orchestrator, so to orchestrate and manage these automations, and finally, provide the insights and show the results of the automation initiative. So the reason companies choose Bot City over other platforms, first, that we reduce the TCO, the total cost of ownership, up to 70%, a better business model, more affordable, more scalable. Automations perform from 6 to 15 times faster. We deliver the orchestration and governance at enterprise level, and companies can embrace AI, work with Python. So we're talking about performance, we're talking about automation in minutes, not in hours. So this is a comparison of the same automation run in Bot City in 16 minutes against UiPath automation where in Blueprint that's taking hours to run. So what we deliver on the core products is Bot City Orchestrator to provide the centralized governance. So these are the screenshots of the products, but what I mean by centralized governance is to involve all the key stakeholders in the process. The automation developers has tools to reduce downtime, accelerate deploy. The business user, the stakeholder that depends on the automation, they have autonomy to manage automation, schedule, start automations, get hours. IT department it's geared for the infrastructure monitoring, control of virtual machines and audits. And automation manager and decision makers, they have the platforms for provide the insights and the results for their own automation. So at Bot City Insight, they see the return of investment, the total is automation operation they're doing right now. So for this kind of use cases, we have customer like 35,000 hours in the first 6 months of products, migrating an automation from UiPath to Python, orchestrating them with Bot City. And customers like Bayer in the Latin America and US, they have 3 times savings with platform costs and 7 times reducing manual workload. More than 100 automations running with plus 100 seats and developers. So finally, to really deploy digital transformation to companies, we need good partners. And for these good partners and work with Bot City got recognitions like Accelerated with Y Combinator Scale Up Endeavor, Best Software for 2024 by G2.com, and RPA Major Container at Everest Peak Matrix. And we're talking about partners. We are expanding our global partners to mainly 2 arguments. You have a better business model. It's easier to find talent to work with Python. You have a new revenue stream. You can offer migration from low code to Python. We give you all the support that you need, and we have a global team to support you. So thank you. If you have interest to become a partner, you can try here at this form, or you can start now creating an account and try for free at botsit.net. I'm Lohan Caponi. This is my email. If you need anything, let me know. Thank you.
All right, so that was Lorhan from Bot City. Okay, next we have an in-person pitch. So Shoppable is a centralized platform that simplifies the entire buying and selling process from procurement to payment and shipping. So through their omni-channel approach, they provide a flexible end-to-end e-commerce solution that integrates easily with existing business systems, unlocking more revenue opportunities for customers and partners. Pitching for Shoppable today, we have Mark. Mark, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark from Shoppable. Today, I'll show you how our platform can transform procurement for BPOs, making it faster, easier, and better. So let's get started. A single procurement mistake due to manual error can cost companies millions. Over 50% of these stem from human errors. So let's explore how we can solve this. Manual procurement is tiring. Sourcing reliable suppliers is challenging. And payment terms are very, very inconsistent. But it doesn't have to be this way. Manual workflows waste hundreds of hours. Traditional procurement takes 16 steps or up to 21 days. Our automated solution lowers it down to just 1 to 5 steps, saving 500 hours or 4.3 million pesos annually. So imagine a faster, more efficient workflow. So we cut down on buyer hours and processing delays, reducing the time spent from weeks to just days, and then eventually even hours. Our automated platform provides maximum savings and total impact. Let's watch the video. We started as a marketplace. We became a supplier and also a buyer. So we want to know all the pain points on both sides. We simplify your procurement process with vetted supplier options, flexible payment terms, official invoices, making sure that everything's above board. So we help also in terms of managing supplier complexity, being the one accredited supplier on record. So everything you need, all in one place. Our platform empowers BPOs to scale, providing what they need, connecting to top suppliers across industries and categories, ensuring seamless procurement workflow. From suppliers and equipment to importation and logistics, we offer end-to-end procurement solutions, all supported by our free, intuitive software streamlining your operations. In one case, an international BPO expanding here faced challenges like supplier reliability and importation needs. Our platform provided flexible payment terms, importing services, and trusted supplier database, helping them meet tight deadlines. Our team even went to the province, supervising the delivery installation, providing the customer service that they deserve. With Shoppable, you can automate orders, eliminate human errors, and access bulk discounts, all through a single platform. So we can procure faster, save costs, and focus on growth. Together, let's revolutionize your procurement. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you so much, Mark. If you'd like to connect with Shoppable, please scan the QR code now, visible on the screen. Okay, so we have the last two startups before we wrap up today's segment. So the next startup is Multimodal. So Multimodal is an advanced automation platform that specializes in streamlining complex workflows for businesses. With the BPO sector now among their target markets, their super automation platform aims to automate 90% of middle and back office tasks, leading to an 80% reduction in costs and enabling instant decision-making through AI agents. Here to present Multimodal, we have Anchor.
Hi, I'm Encore, the founder and CEO of Multimodal. built a generative process automation platform to automate very complex middle and back office functions that normally would have required a lot of people to go and do. This is a great area for BPO to go solve for, and historically BPOs were the primary and only option to go and make this more efficient. But now with generative AI, you're able to set up AI agents to handle very sensitive workflows in very regulated spaces, workflows that would have been very, very difficult for software to tackle previously with prior gen technology like RPA. Quick background, this is my third startup. I've been working in financial services a long time at places like JP Morgan, Bridgewater, co-founded and ran a hedge fund for a long time. And the last 10 years, I've been doing machine learning for a lot of enterprise finance. And we're bringing a lot of those learnings, including my experience having written books in the past with O'Reilly and NVIDIA, we're bringing that to bear and building out multimodal. Our primary objective is to build out these agentic automations to streamline a lot of the complex workflows in these spaces to help teams move much faster than ever before. And this reduces operating expense, and it, of course, improves the experience for both customers as well as employees. So think of these tools as helping BPOs get much more efficient at getting work done for customers. So BPOs essentially have a automation function that is going to help them do work for the end customer, while keeping, of course, the data privacy and security that's so top of mind front and center for these audiences. I think a lot of this is what BPO is built to go and solve. Knowledge work today is very inefficient. It's very broken. It requires a lot of very talented people to go in and do. But a lot of that administrative work around document classification, document extraction, making decisions, searching for answers, a lot of those can be solved by generative AI. So you have BPOs that are still serving in the loop, but are doing more value add work, and they're doing more review versus doing the actual data entry and decision making natively. Now, where does multimodal come in? We're very focused on end-to-end process automation. And typically we start with document processing and decision making, which is this phase one that you see. We classify documents, extract information, automate a lot of the repetitive data entry. So as a BPO, you would have pre-filled screens that you could then review the outputs. We also make search a lot faster. So this is phase two and phase three, where you can ask questions and get really quick answers back to help go and close out tickets. And this is really important for customer support, for due diligence, for claims processing, doing adjudication. It's really important for compliance work with adverse monitoring and banking. Ultimately, power phase 4 in black that you see here, which is we can make automated decisions and we can populate reports. Now, BPOs still serve a valuable purpose because they're reviewing and acting as the final human in the loop, but a lot of the grunt work is done through software. And this is powered by a beautiful backend. We have large language models that are the building blocks, and we are LLM agnostic, so we could work with all the major large language model providers. We're also hyperscaler agnostic, so we could work with any of the hyperscalers in the market. And what we focus on is fine-tuning and pre-training a lot of these models to go in from internal data, like databases and documents are submitted, ultimately create beautiful AI agents. And our big play is that we're doing this not for one or two workflows in an organization, but we're doing this for dozens of workflows across a very complex organization. So you have one platform to set up automations. Here's a quick review of our product lines. So when you look at this with our platform, you have process agents that really do a good job of structuring output. So they structure text, tables, and charts from semi-structured and unstructured documents. We have document AI, that's the one that's focused on document classification and extraction. We have decision AI to go and make decision recommendations very quickly from the outputs from document AI. And here are the retrieved products. So these are conversational experiences that either interface with databases or unstructured docs and audio files, ultimately to create, with content AI, memos and reports, which are the final products that the business would use. And we have great mechanisms to ingest files using a drag and drop interface such as this. You're able to monitor different execution logs serving the engineering team output. And then, of course, the typical BPO function, which allows you to go and pull together an output, like a transcript, review the decisions that were made by the AI, and then submit them as you go. And this is the future of work that we see. It is generative AI supporting people in the work that they're doing today.
All right, that was multimodal. So please scan the QR code now displayed on the screen to get connected with Anchor. Finally, what better way to future-proof our industries than by keeping them safe and secure? With that, we'd like to present our final startup, Protos Labs. Protos Labs provides cyber insurance with first-party and third-party coverage backed by MSIG, including ransomware coverage, business interruption, regulatory penalties, and incident response costs. To present Protos Labs, we have Joel.
Hi, good afternoon. We are Protos Labs, a cyber management company founded by ex-Booz Allen leaders in Singapore. Our mission is to uplift the cyber resilience of organizations in the Asia-Pacific region through holistic cyber risk management. This means by combining advanced cyber risk software with cyber insurance. We are accredited by the cybersecurity regulator in Singapore and operate primarily in Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia with a dedicated insurance subsidiary, Protos Cover. We are backed by top-tier VCs across the Asia-Pacific region, and we work with some of the largest enterprises, government agencies, and insurance companies globally, including the Housing Development Board in Singapore, Lloyd's of London in London, and insurers such as MSIG. The cyber risk landscape in Asia has significant potential. To highlight some key statistics, in 2021, Asia-Pacific surpassed the West in becoming the #1 hotspot for cybercrime globally. Secondly, more than 90% of Asia-Pacific businesses are small-medium enterprises, making up the backbone of the regional economy. Yet less than 5% of these are currently insured against a cyber attack or data breach. Insurers and enterprises face challenges in managing cyber risk. Firstly, cyber threats are dynamic in nature. New threats emerge as human attackers constantly innovate new ways of attack. Secondly, the cyber domain is multifaceted. In order to accurately assess and mitigate cyber risk, this requires understanding of more systems, vulnerabilities, threats, controls, etc. Thirdly, cyber risk is ongoing. Even after buying a solution or buying cyber insurance, an organization's risk profile could be impacted by changes in any of the above factors that I just listed, and these can be hard to keep track of. Fourthly, cyber risk can never be fully prevented even with state-of-the-art solutions or buying the best insurance coverage. A holistic strategy is needed to both mitigate and transfer risk. What is it that we do? We provide a holistic risk solutions to help organizations manage their cyber risk. Our offerings include advanced cyber risk analytics software to identify and mitigate risk, as well as cyber insurance products to transfer any residual risk. Our unique approach combines technology and insurance. Using our patented understanding of cyber risk, Protos Labs' cyber risk platform fuses data from multiple sources, including threats, vulnerabilities, assets, systems, controls, and financial loss data, to provide both internal and external views of risk. This comprehensive analysis enables two main use cases. Firstly, it can be used to help protect enterprises, which we've done with most of our clients, and it can also be used to underwrite cyber risks as an insurer. We project a TAM of $79.9 billion and a SOM of $3.2 billion that comprises of three different markets across personal cyber insurance, corporate cyber insurance, and the enterprise cyber risk management market. In terms of business model, we can lead with insurance or cyber risk software, whichever helps us to open the door to an account. In some cases, we enter an account via insurance and then upsell cyber risk software. In other instances, we enter with software and then upsell insurance later on. For insurance commissions, we take a 15% cut of the insurance premiums, and for software, this is a SaaS-based subscription on a yearly basis. In terms of typical ACVs, we typically see enterprise ACVs between $200,000 to $300,000, mid-tier ACVs at $50,000 to $100,000, and smaller accounts at between $5,000 to $10,000 per year. We have secured significant traction within the government sector in Singapore, with large contracts from the Ministry of Home Affairs, the Housing Development Board, NTU, and so on. Our technology has also gained a strong foothold in the insurance sector, exemplified by our partnership with MSIG to sell cyber insurance products in Singapore. We also have a strong pipeline of clients, including major Singapore government agencies such as GovTech, HTX, and CAS. Our commercial clients include big names such as Markel, Cinemas, Thai Union, and some others. Over the past 3 years, we have achieved significant growth, We have tripled our growth each year from 2022 onwards and anticipate tripling our revenue growth again this year to reach $1.2 million. Our projections for 2025 and 2026 are 2.5 million and 5 million respectively. Our net revenue retention rates are also good. We have achieved upwards of 200%, signaling our ability to retain customers and control customer acquisition costs. We are extending our current seed round by an additional $400,000 to $1 million in light of faster than expected growth in both Protos Labs and Protos Cover, our insurance entity. We're happy to share more details around how the funds will be used and happy to take any questions as well. Thank you.
All right. So that was Joel from Protos Lab. And that wraps up our segment for this afternoon. So it is our hope that we can continuously have these importation of know-how that fill our market and technology gaps in our country. Innovation. So if you wish to know more about what we do, be for a minor plug on November 2 p.m. We will also have a speaking engagement in Cebu, which will be headed by my colleague, Mike Maceda. Mike, if you can stand up. He flew in from Singapore just last night to be here with us for Philippine Startup Week, and we would be having, I think, a 1-hour session to discuss best practices on startups and corporate engagement. So with that, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. And I hope to catch up with you and meet some of you in person today in the next few days. Thank you.
Kissy face, sent to your phone, but I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. Feel. Time to 1 minute.